Hello everyone, I hope you're all having a great day. Welcome back to another video on Hogwarts Legacy. I'm the Wizarding World Nerd. Today, we're going to be talking about taming fantastic beasts and magical creatures in Hogwarts Legacy. To start off with, I'm going to go over and list all the animals, creatures, beasts, everything that I believe will be tameable in this game. Once again, this is just speculation, and this is just my opinion, and I very easily could have missed 1, 2, 10 creatures that may be in this game that I didn't list. To start off with though, I'm going to go over the beasts and creatures that we see in the trailer and the ones that I think we will be able to tame in this game. An owl, a cat, and a frog or a toad, I believe, are locks for this game. There's no question you'll be able to tame those. They are the main three in my opinion, and a rat as well. I assume those four will be ones that without question will be tameable as pets for this game. Moving on, we see a hippogriff in the trailer. Not much question there, I believe that'll be a part of the game. You can tame one, fly one, ride one, all that good stuff. In the trailer we see a female character feeding moon caves. I hope I'm saying that right. We see the female character feeding them, so I believe again, and at that point in the trailer that's when they're saying tame fantastic beasts and magical creatures, so it very clearly hints, if not just directly says there, that they will be a part of it. There are also Graphorns in the trailer. They're much bigger animals, but again, I feel like since they're in the trailer and they're talking about fantastic beasts and whatnot, that they will be tameable. We see dragons, and I think dragons will be tameable in this game. I have already mentioned these a little bit during my top 10 wants in Hogwarts Legacy, and I said where I wanted dragons to be tameable. I do think they will be, but I think they'll be very later on in the game, and they will be hard to get. They will be one of those you have to really try. You won't just get it through a story or through a side quest. I believe it's something you'll have to try on your own through free roam, and they'll be very difficult to find. After that, I have Thestrals, and I'm kind of on the edge about Thestrals. It'll depend on if our character can see them. Maybe there's a part in the story where we, maybe at the start of the game, we don't see Thestrals, but then through story, someone close to us dies and we see them die, and then we can tame them. After that, we can see them, can tame them. Once again, before I move on, I do just want to say this is just pure speculation, and I do not know how this will go. And some of these I'm naming, you may not be able to tame, because it's kind of hard to say, what's tameable, what you can have as a pet, and what's kind of more just out there in the game, in the environment, to make the environment bigger and more alive. It's hard to say. Maybe everything will be tameable, maybe only certain things will be, I'm not sure. So I'm just speculating which ones I think will be tameable, and any ones I don't mention. Just because I don't mention them doesn't mean I don't think they'll be in the game. I do believe there will be lots of animals and fantastic beasts and creatures in this game that aren't tameable, but they're still part of the game as a part of, just the wildlife and making the game feel alive and stuff like that. Now I'm going to talk about a few fantastic beasts and creatures that are in Harry Potter Hogwarts Legacy, the mobile game, that are either able to become a pet for you or ones that you can feed in the Forbidden Forest. I know this game has a lot of fantastic beasts and creatures that you can interact with in the Forbidden Forest, but I don't believe all of them will be in this game, or at least be tameable in this game. But a few that I did go through and I did think might be tameable is a Niffler. I think they'll be tameable. We know Newt Scamander has one in Fantastic Beasts, so I think it's very likely that we will be able to have one in Hogwarts Legacy. The next one is a Bowtruckle. Again, Newt Scamander has one in Fantastic Beasts, and it's just a small little pet that I think we'll be able to have with us and carry around with us. Also, I do want to say some of these will just be, like the Bowtruckle is just something you can have with you. It doesn't really do much, but I think things like the hippogriff and a dragon will be very interactable. You can fly them like a dragon or the hippogriff, maybe ride around like a horse on the hippogriff, things like that. I think depending on the pet, it'll have certain abilities that you can utilize. The next one I have is a bit of a wild card, and that's a unicorn. So we know that there are unicorns in the Harry Potter universe, but they are very, very rare and very hard to come by. You don't just see them wandering around. Lots of wizards will go their whole life and never see them. So I think again, it could be like the dragon, if not even more rare. It could be something that you really have to search and search and search for, and it's very hard to find. They're only found in specific locations, and they are hard to discover, but once you do, then you can tame it and call it your own. So not many players will have one, but the ones that do will really have to work hard to get it. I think that would be a good way to be able to have a unicorn as a pet and tame it in this game. The next one I have is a giant spider or an acromantula. I think, again, they will be something be able to tame, and like the hippogriff or the dragons, it'll have a special ability. Like the other two I mentioned can fly, maybe the giant spider can attack for you, it can fight with you. I think that would be a good way to implement it and have it have some sort of ability. And maybe the unicorn can have some sort of like healing or health bonus, as we know that drinking the blood of a unicorn can heal you, although it does come with massive consequences. So we'll see, but I think there are good ways that they could implement them into the game. Now I do just want to mention that there are a ton of fantastic beasts and creatures in the new Harry Potter series, the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them series, and there's just so many that I'm not going to go through them all. I feel like some of them will be in the game, maybe just as part of the wildlife to liven up the world. Some of them may be tameable. I did mention a few of them, as in the Niffler and the Bowtruckle, but there's just so many of them that I'm not going to go through them all. If you guys do want me to, let me know, and I can do a separate video just on the Fantastic Beasts in Fantastic Beasts. But the second point I wanted to make here is, now that we've gone over all of the beasts, animals, creatures, pets, all that stuff that I think will be tameable in this game, in my opinion, with my speculation, I now want to go over how I think they'll be tameable. The main way I think it'll be done is through free roam. I think it'll just be about exploration, finding them out in the wild, and knowing how to tame them. Each of them will have a different way. Maybe you have to give them a certain treat or perform certain actions or something, but by doing so, you'll be able to tame them. They become your pet or your companion. So I think the biggest way will be through free roam, exploration of the world, of the Forbidden Forest, and all the areas in this game. Another way, I feel like there might be some through side quests. You know, there are certain side quests you can do, and they offer a reward, and that reward is having one of these become your companion, one of these fantastic beasts. Or maybe through the story, there's one or two that you need to do or collect throughout the story for certain missions, for certain reasons. Maybe you need to get a hippogriff as a companion, as a pet, because there's a mission coming up where you need to be able to fly a long distance quickly, or get somewhere very quickly, and maybe the story will have you go and get a hippogriff as a companion. But these are just the fantastic beasts and creatures that I think will be in the game, and how I think they'll be attainable in this game. If you want more in depth on anything, let me know down in the comments and I'll be sure to do it. But if you guys enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe on this video. Make sure you comment down below any other videos you'd like to see in the future, and I'll be sure to do them for you. Follow me on Twitter so you're the first to know about new news and updates regarding Hogwarts Legacy. And if you guys are interested, follow my main channel. It's JShoe, and it's a lot of gaming stuff. I'd really appreciate if that's something you're into, you go checking it out. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day.